Cool, my mic's not fucking up. Okay. Oh, wait, am I streaming? I just realized. Oh, yeah, I should be. Cool. Cool. All right, we're live-ish. I guess I'll start setting up in the meanwhile. Open. Okay. Oh shit, it's a gray screen. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Come on. There we go. I think. Oh, we're live. I think the... Okay, we're good. I thought the game was gonna die at one point. Hello. So, if you're wondering, wait, where's Smish? Smish is happening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is in about roughly 3 bongs. 3 hours. So don't worry, that will still happen. I'm not hosting it. It will be Boris who will be hosting it. He has finally found his cats from the cat dimension. They are all safe now. So he can now finally host it. Alright. I am absolutely ready for Steve. The question is, are you ready for Steve? Can you handle him? Let me make sure my audio levels are good. Yep, they look good. Alright, so last time we left off, we found Ruby, and then Ruby killed herself. So that's done. And we're actually about to reach the point of no return, essentially, where a bunch of quests that have not been completed by this point will be uncompletable. We're about to reach that point. If you're wondering, where's Ruby? She's right there. We put her corpse there. But yeah. So now we're about to... Now, we're going to hit the point of no return. The big... I wouldn't say climax, but the ending of the second act is about to happen. As we approach the end of the game. Less like that and more like bullet to the brain kind of deal. Oh, actually, wait, we can go out this way. Hey, Scoops. How much did I miss? I just well, aside from last stream, I just started streaming right now. So you missed nothing. You just came in just in time. So we're about to hit the point of no return, Scoops. The big event. Now, I'm gonna say this outright. I might save scum it because I do want a specific result. Because I do want it to. I kind of want this game to play out in one specific way. I might not need to, but it's more of a warning. Assuming everything doesn't go well, because I do want to have this play out in a specific way. Or at least I want one result to happen. So we're about, so like him, if everything goes well, he should be able, like as soon as we cross this bridge, he should be able to say something. He'll be saying something. Did I find the read bug? No, we didn't. We have not found the read bug. Actually, fuck it. Let's go this way. Okay, I think he's about to chime in very soon. Right now our thing is return to the whirling in rags. Yep. He's about to say something, I think. Ooh. Ooh, what's this? Oh, my game is... Stop it, now it's time. For what? Crisis death you can feel in your blue soul. What am I supposed to do? Be prepared, make sure you have your pepper box in your hand. Ooh, that's right. I'm not sure I feel ready for what lies ahead. Lieutenant frowns, then you'd better get ready, he says. Whatever happens, I've got your back. Okay, that's basically... That's actually a big spoiler, by the way. Sort of. You'll see. That is actually a massive spoiler. I won't explain as to why, but that is. I think I already put... Hold on. The pepper box, he's referring to your gun. Can I access my inventory? Thank you. So, actually, yeah, he brings up a good point. We have a gun. We got our gun back as well. Tools. Gun. Oh, it's actually literally called the pepper box. Alright. We're armed and loaded, but we only have one bullet. We gotta make it count. Ooh. Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm. The polished wood handle almost finishing into your palm. I think my hand recognizes it. It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. At least a faster hand than Ravashilriana with the slickest tool in the north. You're gonna be the envy of the town, baby. True. Fair. I think it's best that I don't say anything. Alright, we're gonna max out perception. I can only put 1 point in that. Alright, let's put more into inland. Alright, but it's fine. Did I save?
I'm all out of shit to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Uh-oh.
Put your goddamn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through, alright?
Also, this is the Tribunal. The mercs are now converging onto the Union boys.
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the scab leader. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm. He's dangerous.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone caught here.
You all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
I don't know, they got guns.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fella?
He is facing overwhelming superior firepower and he knows it.
Peaceful.
It sounds like the armored figure is weeping.
Nest in your abdominal cavity, like a little wild mouse.
The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Shit.
The mercenary tribunal.
The big one is the damn scab leader.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
Stop, let's get between them. Fuck, okay. Well, I don't know if I saved. Damn. Alright.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
Big fuck.
Easy now, no one needs to die
No
here.
people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
Oh, he's got a big gun. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand. Feels like it's saying, "Do it." Oh shit! Oh shit! Fuck! All right, let's do the rhetoric challenge. Just a question: who's in charge of your unit after the death of your colonel? I am Colonel Major with over 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon on a retaliation strike. So, you are the highest ranking of the 3 of you? Nah, I just have the biggest gun. He raps on his armored bear-like chest. Hold on, what's the highest ranking in... Well, as the leader of this group, reconsider your actions. This does not need to end in bloodshed. You're right, but you see, I want it to end in bloodshed. Oh, it's not much. Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. Then this did something. Now fire! Fuck them up! Do it! The muscles on your back tense up! Damn it, that's still really low. Hand-eye coordination's fucked. Who is that? I didn't know you had a third guy. Easy now. Rudd! Rudd is the killer. The armored woman smiles with a vicious smile. Rudd the killer Hohen clown. He doesn't talk much. All of you fucking cunts inside out. Okay, let's just keep talking. No one needs to die tonight. This talking shit won't help you. The man shakes his head and staggers forward. Now's the time to stop. Stop waiting. Where's Clash? She can explain this. Who the fuck is that? Clash, the woman upstairs. Where is she? She left. Gart, what the hell are you doing here? What am I doing? My fucking establishment is under fire. He points to the armored figures. Do you know how much windows cost? What do you mean she left? She left, her room's cleaned out right before these assholes showed up. We should have arrested her, the lieutenant whispers, his eyes still on the armed missionaries. Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one! For God's sake, tell them the Hardys that didn't do it. Present a case. Listen, they didn't do it. Yeah, who did it then? It was someone else who's not here now. How fucking convenient. He gives you a drunken stare, then puts his hand on the gun. He was shot from a great distance. A sniper did it. You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? There's a dangerous gleam in his eye. What if he just shot one of your pals here right now, huh? He points his gun at Elizabeth. How about the Kipt? Tell me it was a magic fucking sniper one more time. Listen, please. This cop and his drumhead court-martial won't decide who. He's gonna do it! He's gonna shoot her! Okay, logic roll. Yes. Listen, he was shot. He wasn't hanged. Listen to me. You're lying. DePaul heard it. He doesn't move the weapon. You heard wrong, the lieutenant shouts. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter. when they confessed they were lying. Fucking liars! Oh shit. He just fired. The shot rings in your ears, a low tinny ring, then the Hardy Boys yell something. The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of glass window behind her. The man looks at his revolver and smiles. I missed. I know what I heard, Cordy. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night. That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now, or there will be another shot. Fuck, suggestion is low. What topic? Shoots the shot act before it's too late. This was a close call. You're all drunk, look at yourselves. Yes, so what? Yeah, so what? You should be drunk too, or like, drunker. You don't want to die sober, do you? I'm drunk too. Let's dance, baby. Alright, let's do this. Smear your shit all over this fucking dung field. That didn't work at all. He's more focused now. Fuck. I'm gonna have to do a 3% roll. I got 3. You think I care about company cunt things? It's all... We're working together. She knew you're out of control. She told me. She's gone, you stupid fuck. Sailed off 5 minutes ago. She doesn't give a shit about you, Silos. As you look to the bay, you see a small green sail on the horizon by the crumbling seafloor, growing smaller. Stay cool, don't do anything stupid. Tightest shot. Alright. The company bitch is gone. Lely's cunt is gone. Lely's gone. Fuck, are we still doing in this shithole? He looks around tired, suddenly sad even. Guys, I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun. As he runs to the yard, Titus turns to his men. Hold your ground! Any more of you run, I'll shoot you myself. We're doing this together. He just fucked off. Oh, shit. Alright. I have 2 rolls I can do. And they're not great. Fuck it. Shoot Courtney. Fuck! That didn't work! That was my only bullet! Like dice rolling. The kinetic energy of the 5mm front-loaded is distributed evenly across the chest piece of it and into his hands. The man doesn't even move. He smiles to Karis. Go ahead, give it another try. It didn't do anything? Do it, primitive. He points his gun. Do nothing. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Everything's going bad. Oh, shit. Alright. Fuck. Blink. Think. You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rudd's mask behind it. His eyes in the slit of the helmet like a camera lens focusing on you. Is there anything we could use to protect this frail body? The gun will tear us into pieces. Fuck. Kim, where's Kim? He's trying to save us. Alright, low roll. We have to do it. Oh, God. Ah! Shot! 2 damaged health, but we're living. The shot rings as you stumble. Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible force. A volcano of burning pain erupts from your left shoulder. The pain flows over your entire body like an awful shock. A grim knowing rises from within. Half of your body must be gone. Lieutenant Ames, face pale, without trembling, quietly utters, God, please. He's aiming for the eye slot in Rudd's helmet, an extremely difficult shot. Then 2 shots ring at once, and you hear a scream. Oh, he shot him. Kim, did he hit the rifleman? Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rudd staggers back, disoriented. The sounds coming from his helmet are not human. Who screamed? Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Well, he's fucking dead. Oh God, watch out! You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and the panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest. Oh God. Let me heal up. Reaction speed. Fuck it! No! You can't. There is no time. Something inside you. Your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. What do I see? I've been shot. Nothing. A persisting darkness, dancing lights of pain, distant shadows cast by them like a hellish play. Out of it, a silhouette appears, crouching over you. You hear a familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. You're bleeding out. Kim, I lied about not remembering who I am. I made it up. I remember everything. Live fast, die old, wins from pain. Yes, keep talking. Stay awake. Look at me. But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy and the sound's even more distant, and a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him. Oh, fuck, can I save him? The lieutenant does not... No! Kim! Yes! Okay, that was the roll I need to get. No, you scream behind you from your bloody lips, your eyes full of fear. There's no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. The sound disappears like someone pressed that stop on the tape. The hulking figure too is gone, and so is Kim, and the whole world fall into total darkness. This is death. One more... Oh, wait.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
Now let me back into the fight.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his womb sleep.
There is a radio in the distance, a radio of the world, playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world. You're thirsty. You reach for the glass of water by the bed. The world is still there. Sleep some more.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of Kupri Kinema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets worse.
Alright, and that was the Tribunal, the point of no return. But it's okay, though, because we are alive. You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple from the pain. It's nothing. You're alive. That's what matters. Kim. Sunrise, Parabellum. The lieutenant says he is in the middle of a freshly cleaned room with the fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. Room, it's clean. Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day. How long have you been out? 2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse and drink water. What happened? What happened? You shot the major unsuccessfully. A firefight ensued. What happened then? As retaliation, the rifleman shot you. He hit with his carbine. I was looking for a clean line of sight when I found it. I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive. There's pause. Titus, Fine Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to the intensive care. Titus died in the hospital. Yesterday, Alain, the young musician, I forget his name. They're all that's left. Titus is dead? Yes. You were bleeding out by then, he thinks. Well, you warned me, and I was able to disarm Courtney before you got the jump on me. I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Krenel took him. Lieutenant takes a cigarette from his coat pocket and lights it. A bitter smell fills the room. A stray bullet killed DePaul, though, and that's what happened. How many casualties on the inside total? 4. Glenn, Theo, Angus, the fat one. He took a lot of bullets. There's a pause, and Titus. And the major? He is in a private hospital across the river. Colonel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured. There is unveiled anger in his voice. We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage. And that's all. I don't think... It's a total shit show, Kim. Yes, officer. 6 people are dead. It's not a success. So... The Tribunal will always act out the same. It'll always end up in a firefight. You can determine... You can affect how many people die, so... Elizabeth can die, for example. One of the mercs can die. The guy I attempted to shoot, you could kill him. So the maximum of people that can die is 8. Kim can get incapacitated. If you don't pass the authority check, he will get shot and be injured. And you can and you can replace him with Kuno. Believe it or not, I don't know if you have to get Kuno, but you can recruit him as like a deputy detective or something. It's really bizarre. But I didn't want Kuno. I wanted Kim to be with me for the end of the game. +1, Ruby. I guess Ruby's also dead. But what's done is done. The violence has cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized yet. And we're still both alive. We're still alive, both of us. He did not expect you to both survive once you stepped between those 2 armies. His smoking, his hunchback, you have it worse, but he took a real beating. That cigarette has a medicinal purpose. How bad am I hurt? Pretty bad, officer. You suffered 2 wounds. The first is below your shoulder. The bullet passed through your shoulder blade, luckily missing your lung and the heart. Hey, now. The second shot hit your thigh, the left quarterceps. Oh, that could be dangerous. No major arteries were nicked, but the bullet had to be removed. A bacterial infection was treated with microchrome. Can I walk? We will see. Through blood, tears and blood and stitches tearing it should be possible. Okay. Are you hurt? Let's ask him. No, very. He rubs his chin. I have a concussion from the major beating me with the butt of his gun. I try not to move too much. Things would be much worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see him coming. Stupid of me. Okay. And now we're in the 3rd act. Actually, I'll see how much I can do before Boris is smish. Easy now. An orange hue of pain. You can take it. Just don't lean on that leg of yours too heavily. How are you? I feel fantastic. Let's rock. He nods. What happens now, Kim? I honestly don't know. Good, because I totally do. Do you? Because we can't talk to Everard. The harbor's in lockdown. Everyone is in there is outside our grasp now, and Joyce has left too. Joyce is gone? Yes, she left yesterday morning to meet the Board of Wild Pines, or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Krenel from sending in a death squad. He looks out the window. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her end. Either way, Ruby's gone and Class 2. We really should have arrested her, you know. Who did it then, Kim? Who killed the hangman? We still don't even know who did it. I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. His voice is calm, matter-of-factly. There's still a 28% chance the possibility shot came from a distance. We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics, and situ a light nod through some pain. I agree with this. What else? The miracle hasn't happened yet. It's not over yet. He does not know what to reply. He looks out the window, then back at you. It's morning outside, you think. You know what I think about solving crimes? He arches his brow. Solving crimes is super easy. Really? Because to me, it seems solving crimes is hard. That concussion must be making him dizzy. You're not ready to give up, are you? No. There's a short pause. Are you ready to limp? I'm ready. Good. Where do you want to limp? A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminum box around you vibrates imperceptibly. A familiar cold, a red thread on the roof upstairs, plucked like a string by the gust. We should check Class's room upstairs. Why not? Alright. Another look at the window, perhaps. The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better. How much more experience do I need? 75. Oh, where exactly that? Yeah, cool. This has been fixed. That leg hurts. Oh, maybe something here. Oh, there's something here. Next to the sack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. I didn't kill him. Gift upstairs. A gift. I wonder what could this gift be. I am not drawing my gun yet, but I don't like gifts. Just don't walk into another radio trap, okay? Thank you, Half-Light. Shit, I might actually be able to beat the game today. Depending on how much I can actually do, but I think we can just go. There's not that much left. Ooh, what the heck's this? It's a red string. You see that same two neon lit shape, a man and a woman, only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall. This is ballistic. She's left a trajectory for us. The lieutenant tests the thread with the finger. John taut her bounds instantly. A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, a prime, to then widen into a radius of locations and maxing it as B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime. Where does this thread lead? It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles from a point beyond the roof, B. The island in the bay. Is she trying to tell us that the shot came from the islet? You know, unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna, this is where the thread seems to point. How does she know how to... I was actually going to ask, how does she know how to do ballistics? She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass. Would she? I guess if they replaced it. She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass. It also looks like there may be more to her skill than we know. The question is, should we trust her? This is her way of saying she's sorry. I find that hard to believe, but at this point, what difference does it make? This is also a location we have yet to rule out. So it is. For a second, he seems tired. Maybe we should go to the islands? The wind blows in from the open window. The lieutenant sighs, looking into the cold distance across the water. He sees danger. Another trap, perhaps? He must be cautious for a reason. This man has decades of experience. I'm going to the island. Are you in? Of course I'm in. He takes a second to gather himself, then says, how do we get there? Joyce may say had her sloop, but she's gone. Liliane, the net picker, she's tarring her boat. Ah, yes, of course, the village. Let's go. No, I'm not going back to Yakuza 0. That's done. If I finish this game today, I might just take a week break, honestly. Just before Cold Steel. Because I don't know anything that could play that would, like, fit in 2 streams. I'll just might not do anything. Unless I get inspired to do something, but I don't know. I don't know that many short games. What the hell is this? Not a cop? Alright. Oh, there's the... Look at this. Hi, gendarme, another rendezvous. Hello. What is it about the way he carries himself? Let's see if I can... Oh, nope. Can't do that. It's the sports. He's a sports guy, all about the physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here. Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime. Oh, yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building asking questions. What did you tell him? Nothing, that I didn't see anything. And he believed you? Why shouldn't he? Did you tell him about your friend? He takes another drag of his cigarette before knitting his brows. What friend? Your Sunday friend, the witness. No, I don't think it came up. Does he have any other identifying traits? Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely oranges. No, not vaguely. Scratch that. He sounded definitely oranges. Thanks for the info. I think it's a little late. Because we already know. Oh, let's talk to those... look, the Hardy Boys. There's only 2 of them now. Seeing you approach, the bruised man raises his beer can in welcome.
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon. Elaine, look, it's the cowardly cop.
How am I cowardly?
Huh? What?
He looks up, his eyes full of confusion as if he just woken from a deep sleep. He's very, very drunk.
Condolences for your loss.
What's gonna... is he okay? Does he look like he's okay? He does not. His unshaven face is almost gray, and he reeks of piss, sweat, and booze. While it's still alive, he has abandoned his own body to decomposition. How badly was he hurt? He wasn't. That's the thing. He sighs heavily. Titus, Theo, Angie, Elizabeth. They're all gone. Wait, Elizabeth died. I guess I didn't catch that. There's nothing left! Nothing! This is a broken man. He probably feels that he should have been able to protect the others, but he bitched out. He bitched out. Oh wait, no, he didn't bitch out. That was someone else. What are you suggesting, Kim? I'm not suggesting much. All I'm saying is he lost everything. You'll get over it. The eyes looking back at you from the narrow face are those of a dead man. He's not gonna get over it. You're gonna be fine. And Linda Party's not gonna get over it. He's fucked. Any idea what's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys now that Titus is dead? Titus is fucking dead. What's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys? Look around you, man. This shit is done. There are no more Hardy Boys. You two are just going to go back to hauling containers in the harbor? No, man, I don't know. I guess the Union will still be policing the neighborhood, but... He looks at his dazed companion. Who's gonna do it now? I am. That wouldn't be funny even if we weren't surrounded by the ghosts of our fallen friends. Take care, guys. Yeah, you too. It's a rough world out there. It's not easy being a cop. We were too hard on you. Both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that fight. Martinez owes you one. Why'd you call me a coward cop then? Maybe you're just angry. That's kind of you to say. Take care of your friend, okay? I will. You take care of yours, he nods to you. A sharp pain shoots up your side and into your stomach. You must not look too good. Luckily, it passes. Now, let's go get some more magnesium, just in case. Oh my god. Oh, that's why I closed the door. Un jour, je serai de retour près de... What? Près de toi. One day, I'll return close to you. I think. That's a literal translation. The graffito has been painted over the traces of fight that took over place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel. I smell heavy fuel oil. And blood, some of it is even yours. Leave. Alright, let's go get some magnesium. Oh look, the strike's gone. Oh, there's money over there. Let's pick it up. Only 60 real. Hey, how you doing? Since I'm here. Oh, I forgot. Why can't I just talk to him, like, on the bottom of the stairwell? I have to go up. That's kind of weird. The Bodeo stares at you with respect and gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes. Yeah, I got shot. No big deal. Yet you live. It calls back to an older era where this was commonplace. You have a true Boydero heart. Right, so where's everyone? Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out for the time being. You can't help me get inside? No, man, not today. Today is war. He says it matter-of-factly like it's no big deal. What's gonna happen next? Time will tell. He shrugs. I'll tell Everett you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be glad. The Weasel... I guess that's it. Nothing super new. Let's go inside. Alright, let's get some drugs. Give me the drugs. Let's get some... Lots of magnesium. Lots of it. And let's get some... I mean... I have so much money, I don't know what to do with it. Alright, we're good. Let me close all these tabs. Uh-oh, did I just crash my browser? No, I didn't. That was scary. Well, my brother doesn't seem to be having a good time right now. Let me close this. Okay. Alright. I got gun in hand, but I have no bullets. Let's just go to the harbor. We have to talk to Lillian. Alright. Let me save here, because this is now the second point of no return, where once we get on the island, there's no going back, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I remember that being the case.
Officer, what happened? You're wounded. Why are you wounded? You look terrible.
She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee. You seem angry, why?
Look at ya. You can barely walk.
I got shot in the foot, it was pretty badass, you would have liked it.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
I also got shot in the chest.
That's nothing to brag about, officer.
I don't know, it's pretty rad.
It's not serious. He'll be okay.
You feel the ligament move on your left shoulder and a small warm dip of blood. It's nothing. I have a question for you.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
We need to get to that island. That won't be a problem, it's wind still, and the tar just dried. She points to her skiff next to the jetty. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead. Can we borrow your boat? If you promise to bring it back and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow, and no drinking on the boat, her nares. And no joyriding either. Oh, wait, hold on. She says no drinking. Hold on. What if I did... Of course, ma'am, it's only for a day or two. Official police business. What if I want to rock? See, that makes me not want to lend you my skiff on a boat. Rocking leads to capsizing. That there is an absolute 100% rock-free skiff. You got that? Thank you. We'll use your skiff to get there. Okay, she said no partying on the boat, but what if I partied not on the boat? Ha. I win. Let's drink some. Let's drink some of that. I must drink. I must drink! Yeah, fuck you. You can't stop me. Yeah. I love drinking. Let's fucking go. The boat's belly is a shiny yellow color, industrial paint over fresh tar. You see reflect. It's a nice boat. Once you get on, that's it. One pull of the starter handle and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this. I'll hold the boombox. What? What? How else do we blast that FM on our way to the island? Fine, let's blast that FM then. Oh wait, hold on. Can I hold the boombox? Oh fuck, I want to see this. I don't think it'll happen, but you never know. I'm a party animal. Let's go. Oh damn it! It won't let me. I do know why though. Oh no, he's holding it. Yeah. Party boat.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternal.
That's the weirdest cover in Burb Baby Bird I ever heard. The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off, and then there's silence. In the silence, a sputter of wings, a flock of quails takes off in the distance. There is very little wind here today. The ghost is standing still. You look at your arms and the cliffs above you. Let's go, he whispers. Climb out. Oh, new skill point. Nice. Alright, we have authority that, empathy, Let's go with more Inland Empire. Attention inflammable. Yeah. The dry grass crackles under your feet as you stop far away. Birds' wings touch the still surface of the sea. What is that flutter? The flock of quail departs now more than 100 meters away. 102, 105 underneath the flutter. On the islet, there is almost no wind, just a light movement of air through the reeds. Bulrushes swaying on the waterline. Long dried leaves chafing against each other. Like a silent orchestra tuning at the beginning of some major work. Of great importance to those few who attend. Kim, yes? This is where a lesser man would stop to think about the pain shooting up his right leg and into his groin, not you. You're concentrating on how. Have you noticed how quiet it is? I can't hear you with the boombox. The boombox kind of ruins it. I have. Let's move on. Alright, let's... Enough partying, we're cops, but I will keep the booze. Alright, let's get in. So unfortunately, this island's kind of what this island is pretty linear. There's not a whole lot to do. Now we just kind of have to solve this murder. Although there is one thing you can do that you can miss, and it's actually a pretty big character moment for our boy Harry, which is right here. All right, let's see what we find here. Oh, we found. Oh, what's this? Oh, fallen arrow or a shirt. FALN. What's this I see? He's got books. Let's see what this guy was all about. Books and magazines lie scattered across the floor on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized. Sift through them. Most are soft covers, serialized, fantastic, and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic animal adventures. Among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find magazine cathodic for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp, light erotica, and an international thriller about circuit benders. Someone's made it them. Ooh, we can fail this check, huh? Well, fuck. Nothing out of the ordinary? Maybe it's a little old-fashioned. There's a noon mag. More than that, you can't say. The print in some of these is pretty small, though. This person has good eyesight. Dang it. I guess we can miss what he's actually reading. What's this? Empathy. An army surplus scarf. Interesting. Alright. But also, kind of inappropriately, we can go to sleep. Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed. You think whoever slept here is... You force the rest of the sentence out through pain, thick as molasses, no longer able to hear yourself speak. You know, officer? You can rest here if you're feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some of what's ahead. Alright. You fight the concrete wall. So now we're just gonna go sleep on the job, but it's okay because he told us we can go. You didn't realize how tired you were. Your body's still nowhere near healed. Curl up with your knees close to your chest. The blanket feels cold. The entire room does. Concrete and cold. Minutes pass. Half an hour maybe. The sound of the sea beyond grows silent. Your eyelids close until you feel yourself standing up in the darkness. No, not really. It's I won't say what it is. I'll say what it is when it becomes relevant. I'll keep that little tidbit. We can learn early on because it does, like, what we discover is relevant to the case, although maybe not immediately so. And we wake up and it's all weird purple. And our UI is gone too. Let's go outside to the beach. Oh, there's a poster there I just realized. Excuse me. Damn, we are actually really close to the fucking end. Go down to the chain, there's something there. Hold on. Nope, can't go that way. Maybe I guess we have to go up. Ah, here we go. Walk into the water now. Okay. You see our footprints in the water. Further. And, ooh, who is this? Dolores Day, what do you know? Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state, turns around to you. She has an airship bag in her hand. She seems to be in a hurry. Off to advise the Queen of Chess, most likely. This is the holy suzerain of Mundi and Sulind. Definitely not your wife. You need to talk to her. Think of the historical knowledge you could glean. I don't know, man. What is the holy suzerain doing here? Maybe something seems off. Something is off.
I'm sorry. I was heading to the aerodrome. I just don't have time to...
She stops mid-sentence, glances to her right, and looks at her bag. Hey.
Hey.
That's all I get?
I mean, hate you too?
I'm gonna say that. Fuck, that's great. God damn it. That's a good one. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good, actually. Both professionally and romantically. I've come to a fulfilling and peaceful period in my life. How are you doing, Harry?
I'm dying in a ruined flag tower. Blood is dripping down my chest. I'm in my head. I miss you.
Well, I'm in my head too. We're all in our heads.
Do you miss me there?
Sometimes. Not as often as I used to. So much time has passed. More than it seems here.
She stares at her feet, the zebra stripes on the intersection, the lights of the video rental glow in her hair. This is everything I always warned you about. Where are you going?
I'm going to Morova. To live there. In Brod. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry. Might as well be another lifetime.
What's in the bag?
Just my scepter. My globe cruciger. A spare silk gown. A toothbrush. Travel documents. The crown of immortality.
Aren't you already wearing one?
Oh, this? This is just a wreath. The crown of immortality is made of rarefied light. manor and war palladium. It was passed on to me by the rulers of late antiquity.
She looks at the suitcase, not knowing what more to say, then over her shoulder. Silence, her nuptial gown flows in the wind, wraps around her holy body.
Anyway,
Can you stay for a moment? We need to talk. We need to have one more massive epic showdown.
no, Harry. No. I don't want a massive epic showdown. I want to go to the aerodrome. I have tickets for the 10:20 flight to Morova. Really, we don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out. The atoms don't form us anymore. Us, our love.
Yeah, good thing they're not on planet Earth.
It's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome.
Oh, fuck.
I have to leave River Shoal and you.
Kisu.
And you have to be alone
Oh, I brought you this figurine of a headless fallen rider.
forever. That's just the way it is.
I don't want it. She doesn't take it. It looks expensive. I don't want it. I thought you liked figurines. I thought the figurine were for getting you back. That's not what the figurines do, Harry. But then the figurines don't do anything. She looks at the headless FALN rider between your fingers and doesn't know what to say. Okay, I won't give you things then. Oh, thank you. I didn't ask for things. It's too late to give me anything. The figurines won't win her back. They do nothing. That's what the trophy said. Or achievement, whatever. Get the feeling you're not really Dolores Day. I don't know what you mean, Dolores Day. She looks at you quizzically. It does not seem like a mystery she wants to get into. I've heard you before. You're the voice on the phone. Oh, Harry. You shouldn't have done that. She shakes her head very slowly. Her white hair brushing her shoulders. Do what? Call me like that. It wasn't me. It was my hand. My fingers called you. They shouldn't have. They really shouldn't. I was in Morova already, safe in the warmth of the night, wrapped in my future love. There I think of you less and less. Whole weeks go by without me remembering you. Months already. Soon it will be years without the hurt. I sit there in Morova, in the holy gratitude of my bliss. I put my hand on my belly and smile. Oh no. Oh no. The air gets cold around you. She looks down on her stomach, then up at you. Her eyes are full of tremendous distance and mystery. Black-eyed dogs wander the alleys, apple trees hanging their bony limbs low over the patchwork of roofs, red and black. Revachol west, the evening sun. She left and bloomed, far away from us, or vast soul. You're the X-something. Wasn't I Dolores Day just a second ago? Now I'm the X thing. You're confusing me. Look, I have to be at the Lausanne Aerodrome at 10:20 p.m. I still have a light rail to catch. I haven't even bought the ticket yet. We all told you. Everyone warned you. Shut up, I'm talking to her. That's the problem. Look at what's pouring out of you. I'm glad we're having this conversation. I'm getting so much closure. I'm glad too, but I have to go. My friends are waiting for me on the platform. I can't let them wait. It's impolite. What? Cool. Your friends. Say hi to your friends to me then. I will. She says. The evening wind blows and the gown wraps around her like the white of a flag. 1,000 times you've beaten animal. 1,000 times you've raised that fabric. What is underneath has always calmed you, centered you, made you sane. In your mind, you could still climb inside her bed. Still the only time, man. You're the morning. The morning? I don't understand. No, I meant morning. I'm grieving, but you're not even dead. Oh my god, Harry, stop. I don't want to hear anything about the morning. Morning about someone who's still alive. Any of that. I can't do that anymore. I'm not 80 years old. I'm 32. People my age are not supposed to mourn. She breathes out. It sounds more angry than a sigh. This is a bit much for me. It feels like your ribs are cracking around your heart. That's so hurtful. Then why are we doing it? Yes, Harry, I am. Things have gotten much better for me now that I am the ruler of the known world. Oh god, it's already so late. I have to go, Harry. Alright, let's see if we can't pass this check. Kiss! Uh-oh. What? I don't know what a failed one looks like. What are you gonna do? Don't embarrass yourself, Harry. Oh, he did it. Your feet still tremble from the steps you took, as if over an enormous distance. Standing against her, her body close to you, radiating warmth. With your eyes closed, you move your lips on her mouth. She's not kissing you back. It failed. Move your mouth. Nothing, just pillows against you, unresponsive but for the taste of apricots. It failed. This was not about failure nor success. This was always going to be horror. I should not have suggested it, and you should not have listened to me. Even suggestions like, fuck you, dude. You're not kissing me back. The moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours. Smash is happening. It's happening in 2 hours. I'm just here before then. Well, that didn't work. Trying hard not to look at you when she withdrew and you held on her hand, she tried not to look at your face and see the expression. Can you raise the volume of the game? Oh, I guess it's lower than usual. Here we go. Brother, you should put me in front of a fire squad. I have no words for how I failed you. Why didn't you kiss? That's it then. No, Harry, not yet. There is one more thing you have to see. She slides her hands down her chest and onto her lower stomach and smiles. Uh-oh. I'm pregnant. Oh. Is it mine? Of course not. She looks down at her belly, then up into your old eyes. I terminated... Oh my god. I terminated yours. Don't you remember, you poor fuck? Poverty-stricken fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ. Now go ahead. Ask me more questions. Let's talk about something else. Fuck me. Yeah, I just killed your babu. No, this has to end. Do the last one. That's not a very good thing for things to be. It's not, but... She looks at her feet. Little golden sandals cover her toes. But what? Tell me there's something good. I don't know why I said but. There is no but. That's it. That's it. We've talked about it a million times. You'll get over it just like I did. People do. Things will get good for you again. Where in hell? I'm not getting over it at all. It just takes some time. For you, I think it will take something like 20 years maybe. It was hard for me too, you know. I used to think I couldn't live without you. She looks you straight in the eyes. Her eyes is a light blue flecked with green. But I can. It's just not possible. It's like eating rocks. You just can't do it. It's 20 years, it's so much time. Yes, it only took me 1 year, maybe 2. Oof. So you felt that way once, that you cannot live without me? Yes, but that time is gone now. So very gone. It doesn't have to be like this. Maybe we could try again. No, Harry, we can't. Why? We already tried again and it doesn't work. Is that how it is now? We should just try all good things twice and then give up by that logic. What went wrong with when we tried again? I can do it better. I don't know. Please, he shuffles from one golden channeled foot to the other. In the distance, a streetcar screeches. Why? Why can't we be together? Harry, we can't be together because you're insane. Like what? Cool? Like cool insane? They're turning moist now. Her eyes. She slowly shakes her head and tries to get a hold of herself, brushing her hands in her gown. What do you mean by insane? You know what I mean. In case you haven't noticed, I'm a cop. It's not easy work. A cop. You've worked there for so long you can't even talk like a normal person anymore. It's always lists with you questions. I don't have lists. This is another list, isn't it? Wait. Oh fuck. This is okay, this is getting a little meta. Okay. Lists are absolutely normal. Everyone has them. You just list everything you want to ask. Holy fuck. Okay. I don't remember asking this. In descending order, usually it's best to do them like... Okay, well, the game just got really meta all of a sudden. It's just not the lists. You get sad, Harry. Too sad. People can't get that sad. It's impossible to watch. Other people get sad too, but not like you. You stay down for years and then you start beating things. You get violence. Inclusion, you're ill. You're an old, insane man, and you may have to be in hell until the end of your life, and I have to go to Morova. Don't go. I have to, Harry, really. I've already missed the 8:30. I'm gonna go now. You have sworn a holy oath, Harry. She still begged you not to let her go. But I swore I wouldn't let you go. You told me you would. You asked me this way. That was someone else. I betrayed her, overrode her, and I'm happy for it. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I must be on the 10:20 flight. She turns. Will we ever see each other again? I won't see you, but you will see me. How can that be? Oh, Harry, this is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Remorova by now. Who knows how long ago this happened? She looks a year, 2, 5 years ago. How will I see you again? Then, right there, right here, tomorrow night. Once the stream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week. At least, and Harry, really looks like it started happening again. There's a video rental. Oh god, he's had these several times now. I'm suffocatingly beautiful and young, and I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum, like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness after leaving you the first time so long ago. Oh wow, okay, so this is a rebound. But this is intolerably bad. Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death or war or child molestation. Real darkness has love for a face. The first death is in the heart, Harry. See you tomorrow. Oh, goodness. That's just depressing. So, if it wasn't clear enough, Harry here has clearly not gotten over a previous relationship. How long he's been in this rut, kind of hard to say. Clearly he's been at it for quite a bit. And he is a disaster of a human being for it. You're up quick. How was your sleep? Just spit out the blood and get back to work. You're badass like that. Okay. And that's like that. And that's basically the emotional conclusion to Hazard. Actually, well, not quite. But it is a, it is a big, big moment for Harry boy. Let's pour the fuel we have in the tank. Thank God we got that. Pull the rope. That should do it. Tap on the side. And we can go follow the wires. Alright, we have a little thing here. Oh, we have a couple things we can get from the locker. More magnesium. Money. Kind of funny they're giving us money now. It's not like it's going to be helpful. But you never know. What is this then? The console of an antique computation device. Could this open the blast door? Turn, emergency open. Wow, that door's taking a bit. A sudden wave of anxiety makes your skin crawl. What's there? I don't know. Let's go. Alright, before we go there, let's see if there's anything we can find. Over this way. Actually, how much more experience do I need to level up? Still a bit. I don't think we'll be able to level up before. Let's see if there's anything important here. Ooh, there's something up here. Yep. Don't know why I did that, but oh well. Oh, what's this? Oh, we have a fuel canister, which probably would... I think we found something important. Oh, more health. And money. There's a rain-soaked mattress on a concrete slab only half covered by the crumbling roof. At the head of it, double embrasures, firing slits, like 2 eyes in the wall. B triple prime. This looks like a good place to shoot from. Inspect the mattress. A single person mattress, modern civilian use, brand name Marjorie. There's a fuel stain on the cover, along with cigarette burns, and an empty can of beans on the ground next to it, filled to the brim with cigarette butts. Pick what? Oh god. The silhouette of a tobacco picker adorns the paper filter. The brand Thierry. Someone's been smoking here. Smish is tonight? Yeah, Smish is in an hour and 45. Boris will be back. The smoke is a clean person. I didn't see any signs of smoking inside. Keep it tidy. Prefers not to come out here to smoke. Inspect the wall. There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window. Look through the hole in the concrete. The springs screech as they lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look out. Trepidation, a tingling feeling in your stomach. A small piece of the Mechanized coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape painting on 1 kilometer across the water. The ruins look on the left. They look familiar. A towering skyscraper is its top floor is shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartment Rue de Saint-Ghislain on the right. The red chimney and collapsed back of the 40-story tenement in front of the whirling rags. The Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10, the doomed commercials area, and between the two, the box-shaped silhouette of the whirling rags. Its sloped roof, a tiny fleck of light catches you you're on the rooftop. Sunlight reflecting off the upstairs window of Clash's room. Motherfucker. I think we found our sniping nest. Our sniper's nest. What does that mean? Do you have line of sight of the window? More than that. Kim, with a pair of binoculars, I would be able to see inside the room. Whenever you wanted, like your own little dollhouse. A pair of binoculars or a scope of a rifle, he points to the mag-shaped bed. You'd be prone lying on the mattress, barrel resting on the embrasure. He pats you on the back, 3 small pats in a row. I think we have it. The origin of the shot. This is the sniper's nest. Affirmative. Better late Booyah! Master cop work. It's only moderately effective cop work until we have the weapon. It will not be, how do you say it, booyah until we have that. Could the shooter still be here? Where? He looks. On this island. He does not answer, just nods with his back hunched. He looks around once more and says, he feels uncomfortable suddenly. We should move on. Damn. Alright. Another point, one last point in Inland Empire, baby. Alright. So we found the sniper nest. That's huge. Let's see if there's anything else we can find on the coast, but I don't think there is. Nothing's highlighting, so I think we're good. Oh, there's this, but... A strange feeling looking at the water. Maybe you should just wander off into the sea, leave it all and walk in. With a bottle in hand. Shake your head. No, we're not killing ourselves here. We're too close. Alright, guys. Who do you think is the killer? Who do you think did it? Because we might be able to confront the killer. The light bending man. That'd be wild. Walk slow, it might be dangerous. Alright. And this is it. We're about to meet the killer. And the answer. Oh my god, it's some guy! Let me save here. It's just some dude. An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth. That spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes hooded by the creased eyelids to meet yours. Unclouded by cataracts, his eyesight is sharp. Nice gun you got there.
It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. Gets the job done.
What make a rifle is that?
It's a Triangle 446.
He's called the Deserter.
A Sumerian rifle? How did you get hold of one?
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Xinyao commune. Military aid.
The Hishian commune?
You heard me. It's good now. Like chalk wiped from a board.
You retained your eyesight.
My eyesight, yes.
A shudder of disgust passes his right side. His left side remains motionless. Did you close the blast door?
I did. And you opened it. How?
I fueled the generator, then used the console.
I should have burned that console down.
How did you know I was coming?
Reactionary rock and roll music playing on the water.
You heard the boombox.
Told you we shouldn't play sad FM.
No, fuck you. It was a good idea. It was not rock and roll. It was sad FM.
Sad FM. I always hated that station. Phlegmatic, counter-revolutionary dirges. Sadness is a mental illness, a weapon of the bourgeoisie.
Oh, this guy sounds fun.
The fascists were right about rock and roll. It is degenerate, hip gyrating mental illness music.
I need you to put the gun down so we can talk further. We're with the police. Oh, he takes out his gun.
You're a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down for an enemy commander of corresponding rank.
I am an enemy commander of rank. Put it down. Yes. The words "I am an enemy commander" sounded cold as iron from your lungs. The old man still hugs his gun.
And what rank would that be?
Lieutenant Double Yefretar.
The big wheel of the 4th Regiment of the pederast army. To hell with it. It's a walking stick anyway.
And we got his gun.
Out of bullets.
Like an amputated limb in the sand. Pick up the gun lying in the sand. His gaze follows your motions. The rifles feel surprisingly light in your hands, frame stocked and patched in places with tape and wire. The rifle's in a shabby state, like a crutch that's seen too much travel. Hieroglyphs are embossed into the forehead made of walnut. And as he said, this is a jacketed 4.46. The right type and the right caliber. And as he said, it's a Triangong made in Hishin Sao. Or however you pronounce it. It doesn't matter if it was made in Shanty Shanty. All it has to do is use jacketed ammunition, and it does. Still the gun. This old man keeps following your motions with his gaze. His right arm twitches suddenly. This looks very much like the murder weapon. He can be used against him to get a confession in time. Who are you? My name is Yosef Lidionovich Dross, political commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol. I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender. His eyes turn to his reeds again, dead and dull. The Commune of Revachol. Do you mean the ICM? You're a holder from the Insurgent Citizens Militia, the Army of the Revolution. I was recruited in Jamrock in 07, trained in the École de Contrôle Aérien, and consigned to emergency defense duties in 08. I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the Commune had fallen. Still armed and ideologically trained, I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duties. 51 minus 8 equals 43. You've been on this island for 43 years? No. A wisp of smoke rises from somewhere between the charred logs. I've been on other islands too. I was on Resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was on E48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed it over. Then I came back here. That was 22 years ago. You've been hiding here for... You said you deserted your unit. I was just 16 years old, 15 when I volunteered. I had a lapse of faith. End of courage too. Lapse of faith. You could say I misunderstood the historical rule of the proletariat and thought Mazovian social economics were fallible. For a second I doubted the irreducible laws of historic materialism. So if you could tell, he's a communist. A second is all it took. For what? For reactions to take hold. You were just afraid. It's the same thing. You haven't seen it. Not really. Not naked. It's impossible not to be afraid. And this was when Lieutenant signally looks to his notebook, but does not take it out. May the 16th, 08, 44 years ago, the horizon was black with coalition airships. Their petroleum rose to the sky and it looked like it formed the clouds, storm clouds. When they started shelling it, it was dark magic. Dark magic? The combined might of international capital all at once. All the greed and terror in the world tore into Revachol. It lifted the streets from the ground and turned houses into ghosts. We were in the flak tower. He gestures towards it. Huddled on the floor, the artillery was 80 kilometers away in Ozon, but I knew the commune would fall. We would all be turned into ash, so I said I was going to map the room. He looks east. A terrible shame still within him. The lobes of his ears are red with it, the shame and smallness of what he became. You didn't go to the map room. No, I climbed to the chain link across the water and hid inland. In the bunkers there, like the weakest of the weak, a mouse, frightened of the ordnance all night and the sound of the rotors in the morning, whirring. Tith, tith, tith. I don't even know what that's supposed to sound like. He looks at the sky. What was that? Airships. I climbed out. He closed his eyes. Into hell. The landing was complete. The chain was submerged. I had to swim back. The fortress was half submerged to shattered. They'd all drowned in the lower levels, or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun had malfunctioned, so had I. I left them with that ideological direction. Let me get more comfortable. It was real. I'd seen it. I'd seen it in reality. Some kind of great terror, worse than you've ever seen. Seen what? The mask of humanity fall from capital. It has to take it. It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love, all the hope and tenderness in the world. It has to take it off just for 1 second to do the deed. And then you see it as it strangles and beats your friends to death, the sweetest, most courageous people in the world. You see the fear and power in its eyes, then you know what? That the bourgeois are not human. You've lost your mind. Now is not the time, Lieutenant Rhetoric. I had to fight it. I could not stop anymore. The old man falls silent. His black eyes keep piercing your skin as he looks to some great distance behind you, shaking his head slowly, retreating from it. How have you survived all this time? How does anyone survive? He looks at his worn gun running shoes. I steal. Now hold on there. What do you steal? Supplies, vegetables. I collect rainwater. It's the life of a dog, not a human being. He coughs once more, then puts his hand on his belly. How's your health, Mr. Dross? I've been throwing up blood since winter. Red like beetroot. Been passing it in stool, too. He does seem frail, gaunt for his age. More like 75 than 65. Trouble putting on weight could mean cancer. The RCM can provide medical services. You need to be looked over. I need to die. A droll smile stretches across his face. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns. That's all they give you. Toy guns. You also have Drouamine. We have Drouamine. A light goes on in his eyes. He smacks his dry lips. I have been running out of that stuff. There's no way he can manage the pain without them. It's safe to say he's addicted to painkillers by now. You like that Drouamine, don't you? It's the little joys. A crooked smile appears on his face. A dark joke. A sunshine day. Morphine. This is a serious situation. How have you coped mentally? I haven't. I have holes in my brain. Years missing. Others filled with pain and only. A decade of his eyes roll into his gun and back. I don't even know what. Inferno? You notice it? Oh, that's what he has to say. I would imagine it gets tremendously difficult mentally to live in isolation. Tracers. It's better alone. I watch the people of the city turn the lights back on. More and more each year. Ruins glimmering in the dark like a fucking merry-go-round. It's disgusting. He looks down at his shoes, his face parched from the sun and the wind. There's a wince of pain there somewhere. So you're the communist soldier from the communist army. No, I am not a soldier. I am an ideological officer. I belong to the party, not the army. But you said you were trained and assigned to the defense corps. Trained in historical materialism, then assigned as a political commissar. These things used to mean something. You know, it's all fine and dandy, but then if the guys have bigger guns than you, it doesn't even matter. Hey, what does a political commissar do? The old man does not answer. He tilts his silver head and looks at the reeds. You see a small tremor pass through his legs. His job was to assure the army answers to civilian control and follows the ideology of the commune. Sick. Scientific communism. Yeah, okay. A commissaire politique is a knight philosopher of the revolution, a future human. He was like a cleric, a shepherd. Really now? Okay then, overmystified a bit. That means you're a trained communist, right? He nods slowly, then another tremor. Saying nothing. He looks away to the sea, lets out a cough. You said this is your term of surrender? You're with the RCM. He waves in your general direction. The coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Bravachel and so-called Lieutenant Double Yefrator. We enforce the law, we keep his animals from killing each other. You're the RCM, you represent the Moralists International, the enemies of humanity who took the city. I represent the adversary, Le Parti Communiste Décidé. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty. You bulldoze them all to a mass grave for trying to free humanity. His hand shakes and he breaks into a coughing fit. A spray of blood from his mouth on the black charcoal in the fire pit. Have you concealed yourself all these years? It was hard in the tens. I didn't have partisan training. They were searching for stragglers, those bloodhounds. Floodlights on the water at night. They were posters, campaigns. Communards is such a bizarre term to me. It's like one letter away from commutard, which I guess is also accurate. We communards still hoped, and they needed to snuff that hope out. The East capitulated. Martinez and Coal City were turned to dust. But Jamrock, Faubourg, and even Couronne, and Boogie Street, of course, those fucking kips had Mazov coursing through their veins. And some others too. Some cordons of Ravachel were still fighting. They were cells. I tried to contact them. Soon they all went silent. The frequency is dead. How did you get between here and the mainland? At night, I used the dinghy. Excuse me. I only went after them. Then, when I got to the city, I stayed underground. Patrols, you lot. The commons too. They'd start snitching. In the city, or you move underground? From bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. I don't even have to hide. They think I'm another antisocial vagrant. I could walk straight into town if I wanted to. He falls silent, his gaze fixed on his shacks held together across the water. Tell me another thing. Let me get a drink. I'll be right back. Jesus fuck. So, wait, what happened? Oh, is it that vote skip bug that happened? Interesting. What is this place? Is it possible that someone just deleted the video for a gaffe? Well, if they did, they're not here anymore, so it doesn't really matter. It's on an island droite. He looks around. It's a defensive fortification of the commune of Ravachon, and I am its last surviving defender. Alright. Again, you've been hiding here for 43 years? 43 years and 10 months. That's insane. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought that would just tell you if it skips. I don't know if that would include if someone... I don't know if that would include if someone just, like, deleted the video from the playlist. Okay. It's not how a human being should live, but I had to. I couldn't just forget. I couldn't forget what I saw. What have you been doing during all this time? Hiding, fishing, waiting? Oh, not gonna read that. Always waiting. The old man turns his eyes from the shore and back to you. For what? For her to return. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Her who? Girl, child, revolution. That is not what the people are planning. I am not a fool. I know the material base for an uprising is eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind. Okay. The historic opportunity for a revolution is past. It will not come back anymore, however hard I try, whatever I do. I have another question. Serious question. Shit. That's a 3% check. Fuck it. Oh! Get fucked! 3% rolls, baby! I've been hitting these low rolls consistently. Well, not consistently, but more than I should. Get fucked. Look at that. Just enough. Fuck you. He is surprisingly okay. Indeed, he speaks fluidly. His movements are rapid if erratic. His voice, despite the cough, is there. It is capable of expressing complicated ideas. Above all else, he seems animated. By what? It's a mystery. This animation comes at cost too. Erratic hand gestures through thought processes cut off like threads as he just stares at the logs or the reeds. He also suffers mood swings, bubbling to the surface, unconstrained by his nervous system. And also flashes of lust simmering in there, not too common in people his age. Did the lust? When is his glance have stopped by now? There's definitely something hormonal there. Whatever the condition is he's suffering, there's a sexual element to it. Dementia? You've seen demented people before. This feels similar yet different. When his thoughts move, they are lucid. Keen even, not senile. Is it some kind of substance damage, like he's addicted to something, and only the painkiller, not only the painkillers he's clearly on? Mr. Dross, are you on some kind of psychoactive substance? No, I won't be stuffed full of shit like the rest of the city. You said you take the painkillers. I take them to cope with pain. The people of the city use painkillers because they have pain. Untreated illnesses, not enough money for a greedy doctor. Are you sure about him being lucid? Maybe he's just affected by an extreme case of socialism. Yeah! Fuck you! It's not a downer, rather an upper, judging by his snaps. Are you amphetamines? Like some kind of decadent rock star? He doesn't dignify it with more than an answer. Alright, how about pyroholidin? I don't know what that is. Mr. Dross, are you okay? How's your memory? No, I'm not okay. I shit blood and I'm surrounded by insane people. There it is again. Erratic hand motions, bouts of rage, and the stomach thing too, of course. Could it be a symptom of overdosing on something? Something even you have not tried. Keep your eyes peeled. What have you been using this gun for? I've used it for killing people. Here we go. A trail of blood. The lieutenant smells it too. Killing people? It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? Defending your family and your property. I haven't done that. I've used it to kill people. Interesting. During or after the war? There is no after the war. Class war is never over. Okay. Okay, boomer. So he's continued killing after hostilities ended. Okay, okay. Going straight. No euphemism. No euphemisms. He doesn't like those. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal. Did you use that gun to shoot and kill a colonel, the security contractor Krenel? The who now? He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it. You're in. The corpse in ceramic armor, hanging behind the whirling ranks. Did you shoot him? Oh, yes, that one. Ugly piece of work, that boy. Did you kill him? He's about to confess. I am a son of a welder, and an officer of the Commune of Revachol. I do not collaborate with... Fuck! We're so close. Oh, of the liberal regime. I forgot communists hate liberals. The ultimate irony. Or not irony, really. A drop of blood in his saliva. Tear into him. Pile it on. Everything you got on him, the more the better. We've done the ballistics. The shot came from this island. I saw you poking around there looking for evidence. You're damn diligent when it comes to dead fascies. A jitter passes him. Did you like the view? You had direct visibility. There are braziers in the concrete specifically meant for our top floor to use, and you had a long-range rifle in your possession. You've been here a long time, Mr. Dross. Too long. You clearly need medical aid. I'm ready to die. The man interrupts him, then coughs. I've done my part. He's practically admitting to it. Dead fascist for fascist done his part. Oh, this guy. This fucking guy. Just one thing remains unclear. The rifle does not seem to have a scope. Where's the scope? Forgot about your stupid fucking scope. I don't know where it is. Find it yourself. It's your problem now. He lost it. He just doesn't know where it is. Forget it. Push on. You said fascists. You're admitting you killed them. You're sad. You're sad for your fascia brother, aren't you? One twig got broken and now the others are sad. He waves his hand. There's a twitch. Then one on his right. Oh. I don't need your cooperation. I've got this. Heh. Not a lot of guns around that use military-grade ammunition, are there? It's a real gun, not like your musketeer pistols. I've seen your prance around with those jumping hoops for the liberals. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons? Going against automatic rifles with these toy guns. Of course you got those boys killed. Damn, he saw you. He's watched it happen. He would have had a good view of the Tribunal from here. It's not just empty boasting. Stop changing the subject. We have the murder weapon. You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it? You think we have the murder weapon? Yep. I'm calling it. We have the murder weapon. Brilliant. Good. Lieutenant takes out his notebook and draws a single line. This feels good, doesn't it? Tying things up like this when you have the murder weapon. You have the killer. Alright, stay put. I'm just gonna do a couple things. First, let's level up. Inland Empire. Let's put a point of logic. Let's save here, because we made quite a bit of progress. Because there's a skill check I want to pass. 100%. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything about... I think we'll just talk to him then.
Minions of capital. What do you want?
Actually, wait. Let me actually get my cigarettes out. Where are they? Here we go. How many uses do I have for this? 5 left. Perfect.
Minions of capital. What do you want?
One more time, Mr. Dross the Colonel. We need to talk about you killing him. Pretty petty bourgeois law. This is all you care about. The only thing in the world for you types. A drop of blood and saliva. What am I forgetting? Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal footprints in the dust in the secret space behind Clash's bedroom. Now they're gonna come up. Of course, thank you, Head. Thank you. You gotta remember, the boot prints were like no modern soul. Maybe don't beat yourself anymore. You're not immortal. I wonder what brand of boots you're wearing. Everything is brands with you, individualist. Who cares what brand my shoes are? Sansa. He looks at his running shoes, covered in mud. Some shit. Show me the soles, please. Fucking imbecile. The old man stretches out his leg. A black and white spiral covers the sole of his worn-out old running shoes on his feet. The maker is Sansaric, the model is Corbeil, and the size is 43. These are not the unusual horizontal pattern soles you saw in the dust on the floor of the hidden room. They do, however, seem to be about the same size. Ooh, wait, we have a drama check. Smoke! Now it's better. Yeah! Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now. People change shoes, it doesn't mean you weren't there. Near the room the victim died in, sneaking around. Racking those brains, are you? He squints at you, black pearls gleaming with hatred. Desperate to report something back to your masters, they must have really loved that dead fuck. The lieutenant gives you a quick sideways glance and nods to acknowledge. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. He can't keep them from flickering, looking for something. The old man stares at his own prints in the ash around the fire. Silent suddenly, some strange process within him. A gush of wind seagulls in the distance. He suddenly jerks to life. You know who he was? A coalition-trained murderer, armored and armed. He wasn't human, the blunt end of a hammer dripping with blood. He was a killer, but he was still under the protection of the law. Beating us to the ground, moaning with joy. He joys you hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I haven't seen you on this coast for 40 years. You know, maybe I should have killed one sooner. Got your attention. He looks you dead in the eyes, pupils shaking. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to investigate. Not when they die by the hundreds. He breathes through flared nostrils. This is it. Shot him. Say shot him or killed him. Oh, say shot him, not killed him, so you shot him. Oh, the humanity. One paramilitary lesson, Revachol. You can almost see him squeeze a tear out of his eyes. His fist begins to tremble from the anger. The lieutenant raises his right arm to shush you. Just nod. I had them in my sights, both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing with them. In phase, and I pulled the trigger, and I flew on the air until he landed in his mouth. He begins to smile. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death and that stupid look on his face. The smile quivers, and his dick still in her. There, a hot flash of rage almost carries the smile away. Some dark peace. Then what? Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning, there were May bells everywhere. The world was white, or what's left of it anyway. My last spring here. I knew the fascists could come to avenge their own. And so they did. Lieutenant just looks at him for once, maybe 2 seconds, and breaks sense. Mr. Dross, are you aware you're confessing to murder? Yes. A single word is all he gives. Well, there you go. Lieutenant takes out his notebook slowly, very slowly, and you were looking at them. The victim and a young woman having sex through the scope of your rifle that night, before you shot him. The old man nods. Why? Because that's what they were doing, he shrugs and smacks his lips. The motive. This is where the motive is going to come from. Alright, I don't understand. He turns to you. Do you, detective? I don't understand this part. Why were you looking at them that night? I'm always looking. He cocks his head to the side, then turns his eyes to the city. Another tremor passes his right side, lower in intensity. Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle? I'm just trying to understand. A rifle scope has the best magnification. Helps him see all the shit. And if you don't like it, it's part of the shit you see. Then you pull the trigger? Yes. Think of it as a form of critique. I mean, fair enough. He will not stop now. These dialectical, materialistic types never do. Exploit it. You got him going. Connect with every little piece. Wrap this up like a gift. What specifically did you not like about what you saw the night of the murder? Them fucking. I didn't like that. So you were jealous. Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the Reaver enjoying himself, drugged out, soothed in the arms of a young woman. I wanted him to die so he could not enjoy life anymore. All I wanted her to see is his head explode. That too. She should know better than to hold a child murderer between her thighs. I knew he'd be there for one more second, writhing. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth. I want his brains to spill out on her, but you can't have everything. He's a angry, vengeful person. Her body sweating from the drugs, like from a cerebral hemorrhage. How long did you have feelings for that woman? There's nothing to hold on to. Only this. It's not enough. The coals of his eyes glistened suddenly, like stones dripping with water. Is he crying? Man needs to feel something else in this fight. It helps if you have your eye on something here. It's weakness, I know. There have been others? Yes, over the years, it's not unproletarian to feel something. One more thing about this woman. I mean, that's probably happened. People have been, like, who died probably from heart attacks having sex. Although, how many have gotten, like, their brain splattered is another matter. How long have you been watching her? Since she came to Martinez, I saw her sneaking in the reeds early in the morning, behind the Feld building. It was dark, still winter. She didn't have her skimpy outfit on then, just a spot in the night, moving. Past the Feld building on the coast, what was she doing there? Hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she's done. I was up in the ruins there. She couldn't see me, but I could see her, smoking. She was nervous, but not scared. And beautiful. What do you think she did? She hid there. Her passport and tickets to Villiers, and from there to cash a broom. In the Free State of Seminine, hidden away at the edge of the earth near the Pale, some kind of hidden container on the coast. You looked into it? Yes, after she'd gone, it was a submersible. Well made, actually. Sloppy. We should have gotten her to tell us about this. Did you take the documents? No, I put them back. Why would I take them? I'm not going to Faln. He seemed confused momentarily. Moving on, did you continue watching her after this? I did. She had a face like an archipelago with those birthmarks, and a body hard and lean and bruised all over, black and yellow. I could see she's taken a beating. I could see who she was, too. A spook. On the run. Ravachel's the cloaca of capital now. Oh, Lord. All the bagmen and arms dealers end up here to do drugs and have sex like animals. I thought that said sex with animals for a second there. You could tell she was a spook from the documents. She did mention that she was a corporate spy, so... Yeah, she had different color hair on the photo and glasses, forged, some sordid bourgeois affair. I've heard about this kind of thing on the radio. He's setting it up for you. The bruises, you can't make that out in the scope. And you could see her bruisers through the scope of a rifle. Ooh, reaction speed. Fuck. I can only do this once. You can't see bruisers through a scope, it's just a blur. Alright, we have one shot. Damn! Oh well. He must have climbed onto the rooftop, maybe. You climbed, right? You climbed behind her window like the Crab Man? What are you talking about? Crab Man? He waves you off with a cough. You've been through the secret... How did I fuck that feel? Oh, not even close. Those were your footprints. You just changed your shoes. Wait, was that Snake Eyes? Oh, wow, yeah, that was a critical failure. Sick. Yeah, you hate to see it. Thank God the lieutenant is picking it up. But that Nook, too. The lieutenant does not let you finish. Yes, that too. The things they did in that little room. What she'd do to feel good. Funny the way light works. You turn it on inside and it gets so dark out you can't see a man looking in. I learned that in the 20s when they were still hunting me. I've seen people do some shit, but... Those two took the cake. You hear the familiar scribble of the lieutenant's pen, a quick glance at you. Then at the man. How did you get in there? The hidden pinball workshop? I can just walk in there now, after a good wash. I told you, they think I'm an antisocial. Closing hour is a good time. The kitchen's empty. You have to open the steel door in the kitchen. How? I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there. I don't know, 15 years ago? He left spare keys all over, and I took one. Then I saw her turn the light on one night in my scope. So in conclusion, it wasn't about him, it was about her. Her, he repeats, staring at the ashes and the reeds. There's a twitch in the corner of his eye. Lieutenant nods at you in acknowledgement. The old man looks at you, suddenly remembering something. Where is she? I haven't seen her for days. She got away, but she led us here first. She figured out someone was watching her from the seafort. Gone. I knew it. She kept staring into the scope this last week, at the island, like she knew. She'd look at night, crying or smoking on the roof, staring right into me. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. Shake it off. On the platform, a young woman is withdrawing from amphetamines, barbiturates, and alcohol, yet still she smiles among the crowd, fading from your mind's eye. He knew she knows. She was looking at the island, figuring it out day by day, cigarette by cigarette. We could get more. We've got him talking. Who knows what he's seen and done over the years. Enough, take him in, bend his arms behind him. I think we'll arrest him. We got everything we need to know. Let me just save here, because there is a skill check I absolutely want to roll. Actually, we also have some points we can invest in. Not that it really matters. Let's go in Rhetoric. Why not? Alright, we're arresting this man. Yosef, you're under arrest for the murder of the colonel here in Martinez. What? But you said it would be taken to the... The wind picks up, the silence on the water is broken around you, little shivers of waves appear. The thing continues like an incantation. Your wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court in 44 days. Do you understand? Do you understand? But, do you understand, sir? No, I don't want to. I have to stay here. He looks at the reeds. The ice emerges in growing terror. He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead. Pupils are dilated too. Eyes getting blacker and blacker. This is it. This is the one skill check I want to pass. Wait. Yes. Alright, we got it. That's why I've been putting points into perception. Here it is, boys. There it is again, to your north, as it has been since you came to the coast. The reeds whisper, stalks rubbing against each other, but then in the middle of it, what? Something completely different. It sounds like a bow, very slowly being drawn against the strings of a violin, a very small violin made of reeds and rushes. Shush, Kim, do you hear that? What? What are you talking about? Is this... The old man's voice rounds in a sudden gust of wind. Really us? Your skin crawls. What's in the reeds? Oh! Ooh! Oh my god! It's a giant bug! It's the Insulin Phasmed! There it is! Blink. A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then they just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence. Blink. It's still there, an unfolding mechanism of reed-like chitin hovering in place. What is that? The old man looks at the reeds, then at you. What are you talking about? The giant stick insect! He looks confused. There's nothing there. The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head. Look at that fucking size. Imagine seeing a bug that size. That's terrifying. Look at the size of it. There it is. I see it. Tell me what you see, damn it. I can't make out one small thing in the reeds. Kim, can you see it? I can see it. 4 simple words. Thank God. If you can see, then you're not insane. But that means... it's really there, spinning slowly in absolute silence, its limbs long and slender. But be very, very careful. The lieutenant whispers, then takes a step forward to the giant arthropod. Alright, there's another skill check I think I want to do. I don't even know if it's a skill check, but I've been putting points into Inland Empire for a very specific reason. Let's talk to the fucking bug! The creature stands on long, stilt legs, antenna hanging from its head like a woman's hair. White and curled at the tips, it is no more than 5 steps away from you. Reed tufts stick out of its joints as the insects move its forearms. It produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks. Electrochemistry. Ooh. Nice. We're approaching it. Slowly with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. Sweat drips from your brow, soaking your chest, and you reek of your chemicals. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandibles like a antenna to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water. Raise your hand slowly. Hello, I'm Harry. I don't really know who I am. No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around. Look more closely. You are right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature on its segmented lower lip. It looks to be foaming slowly. The foam is white and yellowish. This fade smell like you've never felt. You're like burnt roses. Whisper, it's foaming. Careful, it may be poisonous. The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel. As the insect moves its mouth parts masticating, the little bubbles begin to burst one by one. This is it. Tell me, what are you doing? I exist. And now we can talk to it. It's actually not a... Alright, let's talk with the bug. What exactly are you? I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmodea, endemic to the Insulity Nozola. For the last 350 years I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as reeds. It's that old. Molding, cloning myself, unfolding at night to play with trash bins and boys. It may have unknown dangerous biochemical characteristics that help it maintain its camouflage. I went unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain, also by the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation. Even the Seminese islanders who came here first, but did not stay, have not seen me. I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizens, militia in Revachol, district of Martinez, March 51st. I exist too. Tell me what it's like for you. I'll tell you what will happen. If I tell you what will happen, then I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it's fire, burning. Fire where? Inside. I do not have fire inside me. In me there is not even blood, but lymph, like sap from a wine palm. Now I will tell you what it's like for me. For me it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness being intruded upon, transient, dim, moist. Intruded upon by what? Shapes of plants and animals, and eternal sensations. A swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms, all speak of complexities total beyond my understanding. I am at the end of a narrow funnel, weightless, so light it only feels like something to me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul, and if I did, I would never burn. I'm glad to be me, an incredibly sensitive... The fuck is happening to me right now? I don't know. You're just a shadow from me, far away, faintly transmitting, but for a curious smell. You're the type of animal I would like to be. Are you sure? No, I am not. And why are you asking? Sometimes, when molting, I regrow a lost limb. One time, something went wrong and a small leg replaced a missing antenna. That's a small leg, that's horrible. Yes, a leg tried to move around independently, making it hard to walk. You don't have a foot there now. Yes, thankfully, someone ate it. The next time I molted, I grew an antenna again. I am a detective. So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect? I was born to detect you. Yes, no one detected me for such a long time. For thousands of years I dithered out of sight, draped myself in greenery. This is my masterpiece. No one believed I exist, almost no one, until you came, detective, dripping of blood that smells like strawberries. Across the calm sea, the first in 1,000 years. Is this a dream? What is happening? No, you are awake. I am real. Light is forming me. This is real. Where does this come from? All around us, the world. Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lilies. We need to know. Perhaps it's sent to us by God. By God. I think we should eat it. It's a leaf you can put in your mouth, or read. Yum yum. Are you poisonous? Yes, I do not have a startle display, so I use neurodegenerative alomone to aid in camouflage. Do not worry, it is only destructive over long periods of time. The deserter. He's been here for a long time. So basically, he has some sort of, like, mind-altering capabilities because of the venom, which allows him to hide amongst people. It's weird. Very alien. Are you a miracle? No, you are the miracle. How? The moral of our encounter is, I am a relatively medium life form, while you are extreme, all-engulfing madness, a volatile simian nervous system, ominously new to the planet. To the Pale, too, came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Canadians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There's an almost unanimous agreement between the birds and the plants that you are going to destroy us all. Wait, what is the Pale? It is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you, eating away at reality, a great unnatural territory. Its advent coincides with the arrival of the human mind. I don't have that kind of power. You are a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos in it, the stars burning in it are afraid of you. Given enough time, you would wipe us all out and replace us with nothing, just by accident. How? We will suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion years ago when organisms first started breathing, only much worse. Instead of air, you exhale thoughts. There are no trees that eat thoughts. Worse how? Everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nerve mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if you misplace us all one day? Or just forget? I will be extra careful not to blink, Stick Insect, don't worry. Please be, or one day one of you will close your eyes and sigh and want to open them to see that none of this ever exists. Kim, am I having a violent epileptic seizure? It doesn't look like that, no. What does it look like? You're just staring at it, he whispers. Then I think I'm having a vision about the final fate of mankind. Okay, it is somehow related to the case. Is it somehow related to the case? The case is meaningless compared to this. Laugh nervously. I have totally transcended the case. I think we should take the picture, and then you should back away from the unstudied species. I have to say goodbye now. I have no more thoughts. That was all. No, there's one more. Ooh. Of all the creatures I've met, you are the kindest. Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you before you go. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. Forever shall. What woman? You cannot lie to me. Behind you it smells of fire, so awfully far away. We're prepared to go in her presence. End it. I will. She was hell on earth. It doesn't make 3-meter stick insect to tell you that. Raise your hand slowly. The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion glittering. The world stands still around you. Suddenly there is silence. No, stop. Be afraid. Put your hand down. Okay, Kim, take the picture. Thank God he's got a camera. There is no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed by the camera. It remains fixated on you. In 3, if it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we have proof, baby. The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light, head turned toward the lieutenant, hypnotized by the flash. It stands frozen before you. The sweat on your arms feels cold as ice, as if you're frozen as well, in the shadow of this giant statue of chitinous marble. I got it. You done did it. For all time. Touch it. The lieutenant hang from a great height. With your hand shaking, you barely touch the tip of the left whisker. One contact, the chitin curls into a spiral like the tip of a poison ivy. Its touch on your fingertip feels cold, ticklish. The sensation is electrifying. It's resounding through your body. Looks like someone's got hurt in a fight. This antenna is much smaller than the other one. Be careful, it's moving. Pet it. The limb before you is incredibly light, like eggshell. It's much lighter than a reed. You feel a soft push could tip the creature over, its hollow exoskeleton collapsing. It's about to move, you can sense it. Pull your hand away. A sudden shiver passes the limb. Looks like the creature's awakening, way by way from its stupor. We got it. Disengage slowly. This is Disco Elysium. I'm just finishing it, actually. Alright. And there we go. Off it goes. Bye! Look at him go! That was a big stick. It's gone. And something under it in the place. Ooh. Something under it. Let's find it. What's in that? The reeds. You can walk on water? Apparently, yes, like a water strider. Only, I've never seen anything like that in my life. What now? What now? The old man behind you repeats suddenly. He's put his hands into the ash, into the dirty and black. Our suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him. But wait. There's so much. What's in here? We got a helmet, and we got a scope. Well, we got a scope for his rifle.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
Sir, how could you not see the phasmid? See? He stares at the reeds and falls silent. Mr. Dross? The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets, his gap-toothed mouth shaking, like an addict of some terrible substance. Touch his shoulder gently. The plastic cape feels coarse. A light shivers passes the man. Other than that, no reaction. He feels small and frail. He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Dross? The trembling mouth appears to sigh. We found some things in the phasmid's desk, Mr. Dross. Show him the detached scope. I lost. You lost, Mr. Dross? He turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many times, beige and white stripes. He lost the scope, then it somehow made its way over there. With the help of a magpie phasmid, the lieutenant observes the lens sparkle in your hand. When smish, it's in 50 minutes, roughly. The sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot? No, it's not even a sigh. Let's show him the helmet. He's just staring at it. I'm gonna... What happened to this man? Old age and shock. I think it's the phasmid. Yes, the arrest on the appearance of the phasmid, the combined stress. But you think it's something more than that, don't you? You couldn't see it, Kim. He just the reads for him. It's definitely toxic, the phasmid. It told me it was. Told you. Yes, good. During your long staring match, I understand. You couldn't see it, Kim. It's just the reads for him. That could be part of the shock, but you're right. Something is off here, Mr. Dross. Oh, I read that too fast. He seemed strangely animated. He nods. He was energetic and articulate. After all those years alone with little hygiene or medication, I would expect worse. Perhaps his animation is induced by the something in the phasmid. He does not seem to be animated now that it's left. Honestly, I'm ready to believe anything at this point. Maybe it is psychoactive. He's been here for a long time. Who knows how much of it is. He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him, like he didn't want to leave this place, and the insect maybe. He looks at his notebook. I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one hell of a report, thank God. We have the photo. Hang tight. We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help, he'll be safe here if we don't take too long. Use the boat. All right, and now we get home. Don't worry, he's an old man who's in shock. Can't leave. He's stuck on this fucking island. Let me turn on the lights in my room. It's quite dark. Oh, I guess the thing, the books here that I failed the skill check on, it was just to see that he was like, he had like communist manifestos and all that stuff. He was reading commie stuff. He will die from stickball withdrawal. I mean, that or cancer or other health issues. And oldness. And being a fucking commie! But yeah. So that's the murderer. Someone we never met until the last minute. Some people kind of take issue with that. I think thematically it makes sense. This feels similar somehow. I'm good. It's just got stick bugged, lol. Because one of the big themes of this game, if you didn't notice, I guess if maybe you haven't been watching the stream, a lot of people seem to be very attached to the past, either like personal history or just like Revachol being like still under the umbrella of like the revolution and then the subsequent coalition invasion. Like they never really quite moved on. Like, we saw him. He was clearly still in the mindset that he was still at war with the enemy, the proletariat, as he like... No, not the proletariat, the bourgeoisie. Which, you know, he was clearly, unwell. Alright. What's in here? I didn't ever even open this. Oh, money. Okay. Oh, look, cops!
What the tide brought in. You look like a fucking clown, Harry. Not like a funny police officer, but like a real-life, full-time, pie-in-the-face, unicycle-riding circus employee.
Hey, Jean, how you doing? Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen. This is the man with the sunglasses from the whirling in rags, but where are his sunglasses? No one else seems to be bothered by my style.
Bothered by it, Harry? You're a goddamn cop. They're afraid of you.
Yes, I am a goddamn cop.
Actually, are you? Are you still a cop? There's so much disco going on. It's hard to tell.
Dick, calm down.
Wait, you're the man with the sunglasses.
That's right. And you're some kind of a urban scarecrow thing.
Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heidelstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
We've met once.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Mar, and this is your special task force, or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heidelstein, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We have come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kimki Suragi, Precinct 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy. The two aren't mutually exclusive.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
What's this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trant, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science.
Okay.
My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
Sick. What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets. Shit kid, what an interesting moniker. So, Trent Hiddlestein, turns out the special consultant turns out to be special consultant. Yes, I'm Trent Hiddlestein. I never said I wasn't Trent Hiddlestein. Wait, what was up with the kid then? Mikael's my son. His son? What a joke, everyone is lying to you. Oh yeah, where the fuck is your son now, special consultant? I sent him home. Mikael is with his mother. We share custody. I told you, he's one drink away from killing someone. I wouldn't quite say that, but yes, he is displaying aggression not atypical of late-stage alcoholism. Okay, you're trained special... I get it. Again, I was asked to share my take on some of the more fringe academic theories developed in Cognizant in the 30s. For example, partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory. He's here to see if you're insane. He's smart. Let's move on. You never told me you're not the horse-faced woman. Lieutenant, my name is not horse-faced woman. It's Judy Minot. I was assigned to your unit 2 months ago. I thought we were friends. We're still friends. I just have a stupid head. Okay. Because you're my commanding officer, I really want to respect you. I want us to have a normal relationship. That will never happen, Jude. He's the rudest man on earth. He is the reason why the rest of us have to take sensitivity training, and I hate sensitivity training. Where have you been all this time? There was a mercenary tribunal. God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. You're a detective god. Fuck everything. All will burn, detective, die. Why would you leave a literal police god? You were crying hysterically. You were drunk, breaking things, being emotionally abusive. You said you were going into the abyss. None of us want to see the abyss, so we fucked off, like you told us to. You mentioned a task force. Yes! Yeah, Major Crimes Unit under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicmire. Ring any bells? Yeah, totally, I get it. Major Crimes Unit. He looks at me, no, he doesn't remember. See, he really doesn't remember. It wasn't a sick joke, at least that's good. Yeah, that's very good. How do you know I was here? The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us you were where you went. After all that CV stuff, he betrays me. Shit, kid, he says, shaking his index finger. He didn't betray you. He just told us the direction you went. Who's Sylvie? Sylvie's a whore. She rides the cock carousel and foreigners. Super. Whore. Foreigners. Hatred. And people on the street helped us too. None of this is ringing any bells. The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage, Detective God. Trent, this is where you come in. How bad is it? Well, he doesn't have visible tremors. He talks without slurring. He can drive a boat. Oh, he didn't drive it, whatever. He's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic. Meaning you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Zola, pale, and so on. As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, he makes air quotes, but also mine with him before, when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting. Interesting. Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. He turns to you. What do you think happened to you, neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically? Wait, you think I'm so poor I lost my memory? Not when you phrase it like that, but I don't think critical theory... I know everyone thinks this is far-fetched pink academia, but still, I don't think it should be off the table here. Okay. What, he lost his memory because of capitalism? No, not like that. I'm not taking Redford school here, but Harry, I asked you, what do you think happened? What do I want to go with? Something so sad happened to me that I couldn't be me anymore. I was a defense mechanism. Psychotraumatic amnesia, Trent. I can go for that. Shit kid is a broken man. Always has been. Who isn't? I know I am, but you know what? He turns, I key my shit together. Also, I know a person can't wipe their own mind, however traumatic it gets. That doesn't happen. You're lying, or insane, or both. But Detective Vicmare, he has blanked out before, I have. Yes, a couple times after some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural. Interesting, so at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice, and then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak. What do you mean? Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect. Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon, listen to the radio, the multitudes. The people live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape. To borrow a known metaphor, Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end. Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the Major Crimes Unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that. He is not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then a line detective. I'm ready to lead again. No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the potty, or do we need to get him on a disability pension? They can keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard. What now? No, nothing. Now we're just going to stand here. Just stand there. Yeah, just stand there. It's cool. Really? No, now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to our mortar carriage? Why is it there, Harry? I thought the other killer would be underwater. He wasn't. Ha 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 ho ho ho. He grabbed his stomach into mirthless laughter. Underwater killer, so funny, Harry. Thank you for fucking me. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of my payslip. You know that, right? You're gonna get fired, and I'm gonna pay until I die. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge. I got my badge right here. Oh shit, hand-eye coordination. Don't fuck up! Damn it, you juggled the badge for a second unsuccessfully and it landed on the ground some 2 meters away. He found it. The patrol officer picks it up. Slippery. He found the John. It's his badge. The man stares at you. And your gun? Gun. My gun is right here, baby. Woo, he has it and he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry, but put that away before you kill someone. So what? I've had a little drink. Oh, wait, hold on. Now I've had a little more to drink. Don't worry about me, I'm just drinking. So what? I've had a little drink. A little drink? You smell like a corpse. I'm downwind and I can barely breathe. You smell like shit. You let a suspect escape, Harry. Class something because you were too drunk to assess her flight risk. We've read the reports, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We know. We are looking at the Oxygen Holocaust times a quadrillion. I have time to know the final fate of man in the universe. Oh, well, if you got really high, then I guess it's okay. Then it's all been worth it. Let's not even get into the other suspect who shot herself in the head. Or the fact that you're Edward Claire's little peon now, doing that I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Oh, no. Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was a fucking mass murder. He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired unvetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals. He did so at a considerable risk to his own life. He was shot, not once, but twice. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been. He's also solved the case. It solved all of it. Detective, it's better if I do that. It's so much better if he does this. A million times better. Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation. He thinks of apologizing, but decides against it. He brushes a stray strand of hair out of his eye and coughs. You spent the week with him on this case. What is your take? Oh, on the case? On Lieutenant Ufrator Dubois. Well, the drinking, the lost gun, also losing his badge, that's all true. And he's been drinking on the job. The man sighs deeply. Then there's his superstardom. He likes to, from time to time, allude to being a superstar law official. At first I thought it was a joke, but now I'm not so sure. He says disco about 20 times a day. It's worrying, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a fascist, a far-right woman hater, and of course also into race stuff, which for a police officer, not good. Odder still, I'm still an ultra-liberal? Okay, he's still an ultra-liberal hustler who is always on the grind, which I guess goes well with some of his racism. I don't know, he is vocal about both beliefs though. And then there's a motor carriage in the sea, and the drugs, and of course some kind of anti-radiation drug he uses to induce visions. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I've seen. So despite of that, it's fucking wild. He can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. And all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and untangential. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out. Oh yeah, this is the save that he failed at. Yeah, it was what it was. You were there, dude. Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over the years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species. A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds, and I think we may be dealing with the Insulin phasmid. He takes out the photo and shows it to the officers across the yard. Rain comes down. He covers the glossy photo of the phasmid with his hand. You hear gaps beneath the howling of the winds. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall, in fact. Whoa. Boom shakalaka, motherfucker. Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case? Detective? Boom, boom, boom. Yes, but also, yes, I believe the pheromone it emits may be responsible for the killer's mental degradation. The old man was not aware of the Phasmid's presence, exhibiting a strange atypical dementia. He fell into stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic. So it is connected. I must say this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it. Yes, it really does make it hard to fire the drunk. Now you make your case. Now it's time. Now or never. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's so much we can know. I also started a nightclub in the church. What was that? He cups his ears, the wind blows. It sounded like you set up a nightclub in the church. Yeah, they discovered a hitherto unexplored oh, Jesus, that's great. Entrepreneur is a great new career for you after police officer. I don't care, go live in the Pale. 4 kids were living in a tent on the thin ice. They were going to drown when it melted. It's not optimal, but the building was abandoned, so he put them in there. It's okay. It's not okay. It's not that okay. Get off the subject now. The killer. We have a strong motive for him. A revolutionary matronym. A matronym? The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms Krasovich, Lashevich, etc. The revolution saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms derived from the mother's name instead. This man's name was... The man's mother's name was Lillian. He's Lillian's son, Lilyanovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before he made it to Revachol. So it is what a soldier of the Elysium would be called. Thank you, Trant. Thank you for the piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive? Of course, excuse me. I just thought it was noteworthy. He killed the He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this. He killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy. Jealousy? I thought this Lilyanovich was an old man to have been hiding for 50 years. 70-something? A strange psychosexual fixation aggravated, possibly by proximity to the Phasmid's chemicals. He himself gave a political reason. Said he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head. And 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to. That's a clean win. Oh, it's way more than that. Way, way more. I'm still not completely satisfied. It could be a little neater. Get over yourself. You're not a perfectionist. You're a cop, and you did a good job with a lot of help from Lieutenant Kitsuragi. He buttons his jacket, and none of this can hide the smell of booze on the winds. God damn it, it is bad. Even you can smell it. Alright. So what do you say? Want to take this hot shit back? I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murderer. So I have to. Jude? A quick note. Honestly, anything that ends this trial is okay with me. Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go. Wait, I have a few questions. The man looks impatiently. Why am I like this? It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you're a drunk. You really went with it too. Really maximized the advantage. Some chick who... Dora something. Dora England? He thinks... Yeah, you mentioned her name. Wait, Dora England? So wait, so we weren't even married? No one is married anymore. This is Revachol. When was this? God, I don't know. 6 years ago? She was way before my time. 6 years? Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora England really tore you a new one. A big one. Who was she? Incredibly bangable. No, I meant, what did she do? She was incredibly fuckable. A beautiful bourgeois woman, waste fish, like a Welkin... Okay. Snow Welkin, blonde Welkin, heartbreak Welkin, pain Welkin. I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was, one you never recuperated from. Look, the sun is about to go down. It's about time to go home. I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river, way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink, egg and the chicken kind of thing. My point is you need a psychiatrist about that shit, not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that. Who am I? Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry. What? Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher, not anymore, but before? Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Courant. It's not really cold outside. Should it be? Maybe. No, I was a rock and roll singer. You haven't told us about that. You just told us about being a gym teacher. That does explain a lot. Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the biceps girth, your inexplicable facial hair, the collection of FLA and sportswear I've amassed. Some of your more old school social views, how you're able to perform a 360-degree spin kick. Yeah, because, you know, gym teachers can just do that. The incredible stamina output. Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy. Okay, I see now. What will you do now, Kim? Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all this. Then I will have a serious talk about my captain. About what? Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening in Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate. Distant traffic, a scrape of newspaper drifts by, carried by the wind. It says tension rise in Terminal YC in light of the débardeur strike in Terminal B. Among representatives of heavy industry in Coal City, you read. Good luck with that. Want to do that at Station 41? Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle with the feathers of two captains with my doom-mongering. Oh, I meant investigate. Come work with us. Work with Price. A crooked smile quivers on his lips. I'm flattered, but I don't know if this truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss. Flattered, you're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We should be flattered if you even considered. Lieutenant, I would have to tie things up in Gris first, but I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor. And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to mountains even. I do like the sound of that. Hey! He's really considering it. I'm ready. Good. Fuck it, let's go. Trent brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. Alone, woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Torson. Yes. McLean. Yes. Adelson. No. Dickmer. Yes. Dubois. Yes. Really? Nick Scotland looks up from the list. I hear he's quite unstable. You say that it's a bad thing, Captain Price gestures with a small ballpoint pen. We're gonna tell her. It's fine. Understood. No, of course. Wonderful. The woman looks. Then can we just go back to Jamrock now? And that's it. That's the game. Bye. It just kind of ends. But there you have it. All it took was... It didn't take that long, actually. What's the point of an XP reward? I mean, it's fine. You're not just gonna, like, stop the mechanic from happening. Yeah, I know. I remember hearing that the game was kind of rushed at the ends, and you can kind of tell the third act is not as fleshed out. Basically, everything after the Tribunal kind of feels like, eh. So yeah, they had like, fuck, we need to get this game out now. But unfortunately, didn't have time. So. Oh, we didn't even meet Piss Faggot. That's a shame. Oh. We have 30, and I have 30 minutes to spare. Perfect. Well, that was Disco Elysium, baby. But now I'm in an interesting conundrum where there's going to be a week. So now we have 1 week before Cold Steel. Before the greatest game ever made is coming out, clearly. I just need to know if it got canceled, but I don't think it did. Oh god, it's getting louder. Yep, there's no news on cancellation. Not cancellation, delay. So yeah, it seems like we're still headed for that release. Yeah, I probably just won't do anything. That sounds like a terrible idea, Blind. Hard to say. I'm not super familiar with the development of this game. I couldn't tell you what exactly held them up. Although I believe the dialogue system was something that they had a real hard time like getting their heads around. We can barely. Oh shit! I didn't think it'd be that loud. There we go. I lowered it considerably. But yeah, that was that. This is kind of, I will say, for a first outing, because I think this is Zao first game. Let me check. Oh, you can. It's really loud on my microphone. I don't have them around my head because it's fucking loud. I think this is their first game. Let me look them up, because I think this was a. I think this was a Kickstarter game. Yeah, I think this was their first game, unless they have a... Yeah, I think this is their first game, which is, like, for a first title, that's pretty fucking impressive. Honestly, a very strong vision from beginning to end. Also, fun fact, the menu screen, I remember, I don't know how true this is, but someone elaborated that this vista right here, this is the view from the sniper's nest, which is a neat detail. Yeah, it also makes sense because the church is right in front, and then like everything else is over there. So this is the view from the church from the sniper's nest. Yeah, no, honestly, this is for a first game. This is very impressive, very ambitious, and a very strong vision for a game. I'm kind of curious to see what they decide to make after this. I don't think they'll make a sequel. This feels like a really good one and done kind of game. It is a very quiet landscape. It's very pretty. But yeah, I think it's great. Some people don't care much for it because of the lack of like combat, but it's not that kind of game, and they're pretty strong with that vision. This sucks on ice. One smash. 20 minutes. Be patient. 9 days left. Yep, pretty much. So. As for me, I mean, I'll be back in like 20 minutes to be Smish. And communism, yeah. Don't forget the communism. It didn't work out though. They're all dead. But yeah, there's only a week left before, or a little over a week left, effectively a week before Cold Steel 4. So. No, yeah, V does not like every time it gets posted on V, it always comes like my communists, my Marxists, and all that jazz, and most of them haven't played it because why would they? Just the concept itself doesn't mean it, so they just shit on it because, you know. And no, it is very annoying. You can't. I've seen decent discussions on VRPG, but unfortunately, that does get into that poll tier posting eventually. It's really quite frustrating. Like, the only reason why they even know it's a communist game is because of the Game Awards, because the, or I say communist game, but the only reason why they even hold that opinion is because of the devs. They thanked, I think it was Marx and Engels for giving them an education. Take that as you will, and ever since that point, it's like, fucking commies! And then they basically wrote off the game. It's a very good game regardless. Regardless if you actually agree with the devs' political ideologies, whatever. I don't particularly care for that. I'm more interested in what the product they had to deliver, and it's a very good product. At least, I think it's a very good product. But yeah. So yeah, that's it for me. If you think the game's interesting, it's actually on sale right now. Funnily enough, I think it's on not a steep sale. It's like 30% off on Steam. So if you're interested, it's right there. I called Steam. It's like that was like, hey, it's me, Superstar Doyes. Put that game on sale. Bam, it's on sale, which is I find quite humorous. V getting balkanized into VRPG is good. I can't talk about the other boards since I don't browse them. You still get shitposting on VRPG, unfortunately, although because it's a slower board, it doesn't last for very long. Since obviously the initial shitpost is not going to hang around. Yeah. VST is really good? I don't know. I've never browsed it. Since it doesn't have my interests. But yeah, that's it for me. I'll be back in 20 minutes for Smish. But until then, I guess I'll be taking a hiatus until next week. I think I'll just remove myself from the schedule for that. Just for the next Tuesday and Thursday. And yeah. There won't be anything special for Cold Steel 4. It's not going to be like last time where I took a large chunk of time to like stream it. It's going to be a regularly scheduled thing. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I'll see you guys very soon for Smish, so stay tuned for that. I'll be back in a bit. And after that, I'll see you guys next week for Cold Steel 4. Get excited. Or not. I don't know. Bye-bye. I'll see you very soon.